Hello and welcome to my page once more. Today I want us to file tax returns for teachers and especially those that are examiners. I'm yours Karis, the ECO-I teacher. Now I have done this video before, you must have seen it on my page, but I bring an improved version of that document or that video for two reasons. One is to correct a few things about the previous video, and number two is that the KRA has introduced some relief for insurance. So that is the main things that we shall be adding to this video. Remember to subscribe, like and share so that I can continue supporting you as you support me. Now we start with for just the normal tax returns. Now we are talking about the Excel document that you download from ITAX. So that is what we are going through. Later I'll do a video showing practically how to fill in the details, but in this video I'll just take you through the steps. Now when you open that Excel document, of course it will tell you a few things to enable macros and also not to copy pastes. Now when you go to the first page, that is the basic information, here you are expected to fill your PIN number, then the type of return you write original, of course. The return period, we are saying probably you are filing for last year, so it is 1st of January 2022. The return period to 31st of December 2022. Now for examiners, unlike others, here is where the difference comes in. So when you asked below there whether you have any other income from employment, then for you as an examiner you click yes, and that will introduce other pages that we shall see there, different from those that will click no. Now what KRA now has introduced is what I've added below there. Do you have an insurance policy, so that you can claim a relief? Then for this one you are going to again say yes. Now you will proceed to the profit and loss account. For normal tax returns, those that we do not have withholding tax, this is not there. But if you are an examiner, because you are paid withholding tax, you pay withholding tax, then you have to fill this. Now under row 1.2, under consultancy fee column, then under commission, under the column commission, you are going to be taking your withholding tax. For instance, mine was about 1621 times 20. That one will give you the amount of money that you received before the withholding tax. So you just take with your holding tax 1000 and something. Mine was 1621 times 20. So that is what you fill under that column commission on row 1.2. Then you move down to row 5.13, again under the same column commission. You are taking what you got, like 32,420 for me. So that is what you are taking, the answer you got in row 1.2. Then you subtract the withholding tax, that is 1621 for my case, times 3.333. So of course those that know little mathematics like me, here you will start with taking the withholding tax times 3.33. then the answer you get there, you are going to subtract it from the answer that you got in row 1.2, and you are good to go with the profit and loss account. Then you proceed to C. Under C, that is the cash balance sheet, you will move again to row 1.5, other assets. There you will enter number 1, and that's all. Then move to row 7.2.2. again there, that is the other loans. Again there you enter number 1, and you are through with the cash balance sheet. Then proceed to the employment income. So the PIN of the employer is there, it's P0510988084N. The name of the employer is definitely TSC. The gross pay, this of course I hope you are armed with your P9 document. So you are going to your subtotals plus arrears. Sometimes you will find no arrears, so you just take the subtotals. But if the arrears, just below the subtotals there is something written arrears. So if the arrears, then you'll add them to the subtotals. That is what you are going to be adding or to be writing under gross pay. Then the allowances and benefits you put 0. That's the number 0. Then the net value of housing 0. The pension, if in excess of 300,000, again you enter 0. And you'll be through with the page F of employment income. Now L is what has been introduced. When you say that you have an insurance policy, then that is where now you'll move to this L. It was not there previously. So under this computation of insurance relief, it will ask you for the PIN of the insurance company. The PIN of the insurance company, that is NHIF, is P051 099 232D. So that is what you feel as the PIN of the insurance company. The name of the insurance company is NHIF. The insurance policy number is your NHIF number. You have it on your card, your NHIF card. If you do not have your NHIF card, then you can still obtain your NHIF number by simply SMSing or sending an SMS with your ID number. Then just write ID, then enter space, then proceed and enter your ID number, and then send that to 1550. It will give you your NHIF number, because I don't think it is there on our pay slips. Other employees have it on their pay slips. For the TSC teachers, I don't think it is there. Now then you'll proceed to the policy holder itself. Of course it is yourself, so select self. There's a drop down box there, so select self. The commencement date is the same as the date that we are filing the returns for, so it is 1st of January 2022. The maturity date again is the end of the tax period, that is 31st of December 2022. The sum assured, it is the annual premium paid, the amount you paid in NHIF for that year. Again, this one is not there in the P9 form, but you can obtain all your pay slips from TPay. And I don't think, for those who have reached the maximum amount should be 1400. So you are just taking 1400 times 12. For those that have not reached the total amount or the maximum, then be sure to check the January amount, because of the leave allowance that might increase your NHIF contribution. But for all the other months it will be the same. So check the January and then check another month and then do your maths, get the total. Now the annual premium paid, what you're entering here is the same as the sum assured. So what you entered above there is the same amount that you are going to be entering in the annual premium paid. So with that, then you are through with the computation of insurance relief, that is page L. And this is new, so take heed of that. Then you are going to move to the M, that is the details of the payee deducted. Now the PIN of the employer is the same one we had entered before. It is there. The name of the employer remains TSC. The taxable salary is the subtotals directly picked from your P9. The subtotals plus arrears, if any. So don't find there are no arrears in your payslip and then you think there's a problem. It is not a must that it is there. Sometimes you'll find arrears, sometimes there are no arrears. So if there are no arrears, then just move on and write your subtotals. The tax payable on taxable salary. Here you are taking your payee auto, it is there in your P9 form, plus relief. The relief is 28,880, I think so. Yeah, but it is there in the P9 form. Now, the payee deducted is the payee auto. It is directly picked from, you just directly pick it from the P9 form. You'll find it there. Now, the column there at the end, that is amount of tax payable on or refundable, that is a payee, that one will auto-calculate itself. But check to ensure that the amount that is there, just to make sure that you did the correct thing, or the correct entry, then it should give you the MPR value that is there in your P9 form. That is 28,800. That is the personal relief by KRA. So ensure that after the computation, that is what you get, 28,800. With that, then you can move on. Then we will go to the last section, that is the tax computation. Under row 11.1, that is defined pension contribution, you write your total pension. The total pension is there in the P9 form. So pick that directly from there and fill it. Then move down to row 12.6, that is the personal relief, the MPR value from your P9, it is 28,800. That is the relief that we get. Then under row 13.4, that is withholding tax, because this one is being done for somebody with withholding tax. Then you are going to write the withheld amount from your withholding certificate that is normally sent to you via email. So from the email that is registered with KRA, immediately after we move from marking, not immediately, but sometime like this last year, I think it came very early, almost the mid of the year. So that is where you get your withholding certificate. The withholding certificate comes with the withheld amount. That is the withholding tax. I said in my case it was 1621. Now you are through with that. Check your totals at the bottom there. Then once you are satisfied, I have noticed that because of the introduction of that relief that we are supposed to be getting from NHIF, then the amount that it is giving at the bottom there, the computation, is the relief that we are supposed to be getting. It's about 2,000 and a few hundreds. So you can check from L the amount that is there, and if it is the one that is coming at the end of that file. Then if you are satisfied, then you just click on validate. It will take some times. Then it will ask you whether to generate the upload file. That time you are required to just click yes, and then the file will be saved under documents, automatically under documents, and it comes with your KRA PIN number. It is saved under your KRA PIN number. So from there we can proceed to the last section, that is uploading to the ITAX. So you go to your browser, whichever browser that you are using, then go and log into your account. Of course you have your PIN, you enter your PIN, you enter your password. If you do not remember your password, then you can reset it. The option is there. Then you will enter a captcha to confirm that you are not a robot. Then go to the returns. You are going to be filling income tax resident. So that is what you are going to be selecting. The return period is the same that we have been talking about, the 1st of January 2022 to December 31st, 2022. Then you are going to where the file, to browse for the file, select there, attach file. So you go and browse where the file is. I said it is saved in documents. If you have several of them, I have said it is saved under your PIN number. So you select the one that has your PIN number. Then check on the box to agree on the terms and conditions. You have no option. You have to accept the terms and conditions before you proceed. And then submit and download the receipt. The receipt is very important. I am told, and I have this from experience, every other time that you need a tax compliance for most of the civil servants, the ledgers are never balanced. So every other time you'll be sent to your tax center to go and get it from there. And you'll be required every P9 form and every other acknowledgement of filing of tax returns. So ensure that you download the receipt. You'll be told by others to print it. For me, I'll say do not print, because I'm an environmentalist and I hold the environment in my heart. So I always love this saying that printing it beats the logic of transmitting it electronically. So why was it transmitted to you electronically if you want to print? Save it under your email. Again, of course, KRA will send it to your email. So I don't see the logic of printing it, but ensure that you have the receipt. When you are done with that, only one more step: to thank me by liking my page and subscribing, so that I continue with the mission of supporting you in doing these things. Remember, it is not about the money. It is about doing it for yourself, to secure your own information. We are living in a dangerous age where hacking is a normal thing. So avoid sharing your information with every other Tom, Dick, and Harry. Thank you, and see you in the next one.